Right now, the building's called Rock Hard, but it started out as Juniper Junction back in 1967, I believe, when it finally opened. This building here was a standalone building at one time. It started out as kind of an ice cream and shake, and they had a little bit of food. As the years went along, it kind of just evolved more into just ice cream. But what we're famous for is we've had huckleberry ice cream here the whole time, and it's made by the same people in Redmond. Since '67, they have huckleberry ice cream, so it's a real tradition. People that, are in their, 60s that come by and say, "Oh, I've been getting ice cream here since I was a little kid," So it's pretty amazing. It's kind of a special place. And we now have 6 flavors of ice cream, but we have ice cream and a lot of cool rocks. Some really neat, they're almost like art pieces. Some of the rocks in there, like petrified wood and opals and agates and stuff like that. This building was built for a John Wayne movie called Rooster Cogburn, and back in like 1975, I believe. And it was John Wayne and Katharine Hepburn, so they were actually in that building, and they had a whole little village built out behind near where the bivouac area is, and they tore it down and rebuilt this one here. And Colin, he just passed away about 2 months ago, and he was kind of a one-man show for years. He from probably about the mid-'80s on, it was pretty much just him in here running the store. He took over for his mom. So he was a real special guy. A lot of people didn't know much about him. He's a real private guy, but he cared about the store more than anything else, and thought of it like a family member. And I met Colin in probably about 1991, probably my first trip here to Smith Rock. Came in here and bought a t-shirt, and then I came back a couple weeks later and bought another t-shirt, and soon enough he knew who I was, and he'd always say, "Hey David, how's it going?" And we got to be friends, and I started working for him, and scooping ice cream and whatnot. Anyway, Colin will definitely be missed, and he's irreplaceable, but we're going to carry on the tradition, and might change the name back to Juniper Junction, which Colin always called it that anyway, so.